drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne Perrier, finish friends on my face. Looking like I'm from the deep, these no Cartiers. Pockets deep, 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 bro. I can make it in my seat, bro. Do you, I'm doing me, bro. Making noise, use a beat, bro. Whoa, whoa. I press the button and the doors go off like, whoa. That money clip us now, the new now looks like, whoa. Upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like, whoa, 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 whoa.
What's up, Builders Club TV Nation? You got DeJuan Jones here, your professional stay-at-home dad, and I'm super excited tonight, family. The guest that we have on our show tonight is literally a legendary entrepreneur, business coach, speaker, helping so many people in this industry we know as home business, network marketing. Family, we got Coach Legend on the show. We're going to be able to speak to him tonight and, pick his brain. You know how we do, family. Let me get myself on camera so I can speak to you. As always, I want to address the family and tell you thank you for tuning into the show, spreading the word about what we're doing. This is for the culture. This is so that we can continue to get the word out and spread the message, the success that's happening in this industry, so that we can highlight the superstars in this industry, people that are helping people in this industry. And hopefully one day we'll see you on the Builders Club TV show. We're going to keep it rocking. Let me make sure that I have Coach Legend on the show with us. Coach, can you hear us okay, man? I can hear you. Let me get you on camera so the family can see you as well, and so we can talk to you and see what's going on in your life, brother. We know you're doing some amazing things. What's going on, man?
Oh man, life is good. I'm blessed. I'm just honored to be here to share this platform with you, young man.
Man, I'm excited as well to speak with you. You've been doing a lot of great things in your career, a lot of good things happening, man. From being a family man to growing your business to being a top producer in your company. Those aren't easy feats, man. We definitely want to get into it, and want to tell you formally thank you for coming on to the show.
Man, awesome, man. Like I said, I am honored. Just thank you so much for having me. I've been watching you, and you have done a lot of interviews, so I just applaud the consistency in what you're doing.
Man, I definitely appreciate that, man. It's been a lot of fun, and again, like I said in the opening, this is for the culture. This is so that we can, shine light on the superstars that are in this industry. People are always seeing people in the entertainment industry, in the sports industry, in politics, but there's so much excitement and so many great things happening inside of our industry, and it's important that we show it to the world, man. Would you agree?
Absolutely. I definitely concur.
Absolutely. So, we're going to bring this success in home business to the mainstream. That's our goal. So with that being said, if you've seen the show a little bit, Coach Legend, man, we like to throw our guests into the Builders Club TV time machine. The family knows what I'm talking about. We throw our guests into the time machine, imaginary time machine, and we take the family back and we look into your past. We take a look, we put the microscope to your path to success, and we look at the things that you've been through, obstacles, great times, bad times. We dissect your path to success and try to, hope that we can learn what we can learn. Can we do that with you tonight?
Absolutely. Yes, we can.
Awesome. So, man, if you will, take us back a little bit and let me ask you this, Coach, what was life like for you before network marketing?
Man, that's a great question. So just so you know, right, I was born in Haiti, right? And for most people that doesn't know, Haiti is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. So I was born in Haiti. And when I was 7, my dad was able to get us visas to come to the US. So this has been always a dream because we watch, movies, see people that's in Cali. We think that the whole United States is like New York or Cali. And so this was a dream for everyone. So when I got here, man, it became like the American nightmare because it was 5 of us in a 1-bedroom apartment. So imagine not knowing the language, not knowing how to speak, and then eventually somehow, which I don't even know how that transition occurred, to be able to go to school to learn the language. And so my family, they had to work a lot so that we can have, just the life that we live. So I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri. And for most people that don't know, in the inner cities of St. Louis, it's known for like the highest murder capital. Every year since I've been in the United States, since St. Louis has been in the top 5.
Wow.
Even when the World Series were number 1 with baseball, we're also number 1 in crime at the same time. So wow. It's not the safest place to live. Nonetheless, St. Louis made me, so I love St. Louis. So I had many jobs. I tried out a lot on everything. I went to high school, college, and grad school, honors. But it was just something about, like, I felt like I was, there was no fulfillment. Like, I never really wanted to work a job. I always felt that I was unemployable. I always felt like there was more that I could do, and that a job or schooling wasn't it. Like, I was thankful for the process, for the networking. And so when I turned 19, man, my best friend to date now, he introduced me to network marketing. So I'm 34 years now. So when I was 19, and his name is Mac Ngoma. I mean, and it's just amazing what network marketing does, because this guy is my best friend, because he changed my life. And so when he took me to my first network marketing meeting, so he got me to come out, and I was just amazed because I saw other people living the life. I saw the edification process, how people talk highly of others. And I was intrigued by that. And then just to see the community. See, most people, like, they start off for things just for the community, to be part of something greater than themselves. So when I got started, I went and told my friends and family, and they were not excited because I'm a scholar student. And so now I'm talking about working from home, which they associate with, scams because of lack of knowledge.
Man, so I want to find out more, when you were in that room, your first experience inside of that meeting, you said you saw people living the life that you wanted. You were amazed by how people were being edified. What else was going through your mind at that point? Did you feel like, okay, this is something I want to be a part of, or was there some skepticism?
Man, I felt like this was the universe, because I believe in the law of attraction. This is something that I've been looking for a long time, because for me to go to that meeting, I had to borrow a suit. I didn't even have.
Wow.
And so I went to when you have to borrow a suit, it's either 2 types of suits. Either you have a career or a quit date. So normally when I would have, I'll go to a network marketing function, I would have to borrow a suit, and mine was baggy, and theirs were fitted. And so, but that was just amazing just to see that. I mean, just people, just how they talk. And so because of network marketing, so because of that first company, like, they were talking about the book of the month. And then prior to that, I was not reading books. The only time I read books was when it was a requirement in school and classes. And so to see, like, people had that community where, like, a book a month, I'm like, man, I struggle to read a book that fast. And so because of that, now I read 4 books a month, all because of that community. And so they were talking about traveling. Like, I had never been outside of the state. They had functions, event in Atlanta, Chicago, Tennessee. And these are local drivable places, but they basically expanded my imagination. I saw how it was, like, people say that money's not everything, but it's definitely up there with oxygen. I heard people that had rags to riches story, how they were struggling as well. And I felt like I could resonate, and I could use that platform and I would meet other people that were not born here as well. Different leaders had different testimonies and how they were helping people back home. So they were basically speaking my language. I said, you know what? This is exactly what I've been looking for, because my parents worked hard enough. They were working in factories just to make sure that they could pay the bills, so we didn't have to work jobs, so we could do very well in school. So I always had that burning desire to do more and to be able to repay my family for their sacrifices.
Wow, that's amazing. So let's fast forward a bit, man. Obviously, you got started. We want to find out, what that first year was like for you, man. What actually happened?
Man, that first year, a lot happened. So again, we got excited and we were traveling, right? We were so excited about events. Like, they said, you know what, if you want to be successful, you have to make a commitment. You have to have the vision that you're going to be here 18 months from now. So that means that they were mentally, see, they gave us the mental growth. See, I never knew about personal development. And so I was intrigued because they said that your level of income will never exceed your level of personal development. So I had to personally groom myself because I wanted my level of income to be high. And so when they would have functions, like for instance, there was an event, as I recall, in Atlanta, and we didn't even have the money to get a hotel, but because we saw the vision, they painted the vision, me and my business partners, we drove to Atlanta. And it was about 20 of us in a hotel room. Like, we still talk about that till this day. And so people sleeping on the floor, people sleeping in the closet. Someone was in the tub, like 4 or 5 people to a bed, but that's because we all had the same vision. And so when I got started early on, a lot of people, like my family and friends, like, they doubted me, like, they broke my heart. It was hurtful because it was family and friends that I thought would probably want me to do well, but it's because they had no experience in that. And so I quickly learned, which is what my mentor taught me. It's like, Legend, you can't take financial advices from people that you don't want to trade places with. And so I had to reevaluate my friends and family and said, you know what, none of them were living the life that I wanted. And so when I was making those sacrifices, it was well worth it. So, we would drive to these events and struggle, to get the hotel, but also we would, like, the little bit of money we had, I'm talking about maybe having $20 total for that event. And we would put money together to, like, eat together just to see, how we started, because that burning desire, we had to put our head down and not focus on people that were not going the same place with us. Because eventually we learned that elevation requires separation. Some of the people we had to leave temporarily.
Elevation requires separation. I love that. That's got to go on a t-shirt, man. So tell me this, when you decided to make those life-changing decisions, right? Were there some people, did you lose some people? Did some people decide to separate from you? Or did people eventually jump on board? Because this is the thing, Coach, a lot of people have this challenge where they're like, and it's a popular narrative online, family and friends are just not supporting me, man. They're not buying my products. They're not joining my business. They're not even liking my post, right? What kind of advice do you have for people who might be dealing with that dynamic?
You know what? Someone told me, it's like your family and friends won't support you. See, I like to set the expectation. It's complete strangers that supports me, that, like, everybody, like, I'm known now as Coach Legend, but it wasn't the family and friends that supported that movement. It's complete strangers, from providing so much value and content, eventually from building that following, building that community, that have recognized me and attributed to where I am today. So, like, your friends and family, and then most people, they want you to do good, but never better than them. And so also, as I started building, I couldn't be around the negativity because I didn't have a car. So you have to keep in mind that I'm asking my friends to borrow their vehicle. I didn't even have the $5 or $10 to pay for the weekly overview, to attend. So I'm borrowing the money from them. And if I had a car, I had to borrow gas money. So they saw that I was struggling, right? They wanted me to work a job. Because, again, I had the skill sets. Like, all throughout my life, I've always been that popular kid. I always have been. And so they thought that network marketing was beneath me. They thought that I knew too much. And so, but it's just that network marketing have created more millionaires than anything else. And so I wanted to be that first person in my family to be financially free. Like, I wanted that when my friends and family members have money issues, I wanted to be that first person that they thought of. And so, like, we got evicted. My car got repossessed, all because of this dream that we believed in. So if you don't have long-term vision, And also, like you have to understand that sometimes you have to isolate yourself from the people that you think really care about you, because you can't have that negativity at home. You can't come from a bad day of prospecting where nothing is working in the business, and then you coming home to that environment where people are nagging, putting you down. And this is why I had to create new friends, like people that are on the same journey as me, people that are running with me. And so we had to, and I'm so thankful and grateful for network marketing, because some of the friends that I have now, again, my best friend was my sponsor. I was in his wedding. He's probably will be the best man at my wedding, just to show you, like, just the people that you meet. I have met doctors and lawyers and rich people that I would have never met. And so I feel like network marketing give you access to people that you would have never even got to connect with on any level. And so to me, access means everything.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that, man. I couldn't agree more. Folks or people who you are connected with definitely can make all the change and difference in the world. So, man, talk to us about when the transition started to happen in terms of, with regards to your success, when you started to make it happen, when the quote unquote naysayers had their opinions about what you were doing and they didn't see the vision, but then you made the vision real. How did hearts and minds change?
Okay, gotcha. Well, you gotta see, not only do you need a burning desire, but you gotta believe. See, I had the belief and the conviction that I stood behind my products and services. That's the first thing. It's like, no one can tell you that, electricity is not real. You know that is real because you have experienced it. So no one can tell you it's a scam. So when people approach you about your products and services, to be firm and to have the posture, that's my favorite word. See, my posture is different. And also because I have that long-term thinking, like I would drive for miles to go do events and no one showed up. I got into companies where I bought so many products, chasing the dream, that I had a house full of products. And so I had to take a lot of losses. If you don't have something that challenges you, right? I tell people all the time as well that we don't lose, we learn. So I had to learn the hard way, but then I had to learn a lot. That basically accelerated, me building my skill set, because you have to see what value that you can offer, right? And so when I started having success was when I realized, what value am I bringing to my community? How am I empowering, inspiring, motivating, or encouraging the people that know me now? So when I started being consistent, right? And so people take you serious when you are consistent. So one of the main things about me is social media. Like you can be anybody that you want on social media. There's no sense of having 5,000 friends to look like you're cool or popular if you don't have any rapport with those people. See, rapport leads to relationship, and relationship is currency in business. So I would actually reach out to anyone that I knew, offline, online, and say, hey, what are you focused on these days? Because so many times, so the shift happened for me because, see, so many times we want people to support us, but then we have to identify and be real to ourselves. When was the last time that you supported someone? Like we have friends that we don't even know what they do for work. Maybe what they have could help maximize or excel our business, right? So let's just say I'm in the credit industry. What if my friends are realtors, but I don't know that? I don't have a rapport with them. So people do business with who they like and trust. So I had to get my community to like and trust me.
That's strong. Man, let me talk to you about this, because recently you had a great experience on stage, and it was because you were being recognized as a top producer in your company, which is an incredible accomplishment. Many dream of making it to the stage. Many have desires and thoughts of making it to the big stage. You actually did it. What was that experience like to stand before your entire company, all your peers, and be recognized? And not only that, you actually brought your 3-year-old son on stage with you. That was powerful. I think you actually posted about it. Man, share with us what that experience was like.
Well, man, I tell you what, it was a dream come true because we have only been with the company for a short period of time. And so a lot of people deem it was impossible. And I tell people, impossible, if you break that word down, it just means that I'm possible. So that means that it can
Oh,
happen.
I like
But
that.
thank you. It's the work ethic, it's your daily method of operation. Like, see, I have daily goals that I have to accomplish. I do not go to sleep unless I accomplish those goals. So the time that I go to sleep varies because I'm super hard on myself. And so when we talk about branding, when we talk about work ethic, when we talk about DMO, daily method of operation, when we talk about having an accountability partner that wants to see you win, that's running with you, that equates to a successful formula. And so I just said, you know what? In order for me to get to the top, right? and this is very simple, right? Is that I have to outproduce everybody else. And this is what I mean by outproduce. One, like, you cannot outfriend me. Like, I am the best friend to anybody and everybody. And then the thing is that I am omnipresent. I am, meaning like I am everywhere. I provide so much value that if I went a day and did not post, I would have hundreds of people reaching out to me to see if I was okay. And so basically is that when you out teach everybody else, that means that you become a source of value. When you become a source of value, you attract the right people. Like, you have to question yourself, would you do business with you? Right? And so, like, you can only attract who you are. So again, that level of personal development, and then all the glory goes to God because He positioned all the right people in my life at the right time. And so because of that, to be a top producer was just that I knew what I wanted to do. Like, I got a family. I have baby legend, baby Z, and my lady that I wanted to retire. And so when you have that goal, that end in mind, everything else was irrelevant. I was laser focused. And I share this all the time with people. I stopped going out during that time. I gave up cable. The only thing I kept was Wi-Fi. I wanted to be laser focused. I had to separate myself from my friends and family, but letting them know, hey, I'm doing this for us. If you give me 90 days, 120 days, 6 to 8 months, I will reward you guys later. So sometimes you had to make those temporary sacrifices for long-term gain, and because of that, I was able to fulfill my goal of being a top producer in a company, to show others that it was possible. But it's more memorable because I had kids during the right time when I was in network marketing, and so I always wanted to be able to provide for my family. When I had a family, I saw how my family struggled, and I never wanted to struggle. So me seeing those things early on gave me that burning desire, that sickening work ethic. And I also wanted to use money as a tool because I always wanted to give to my church, to give to the community, and to give to my friends and family. But in order for me to do that, I had to just outproduce everyone, not in terms of competition, but I had to just provide more value. I just had to just take it to the next level and just be legendary.
Well said, Coach Legend family. Man, there's just so much to talk to you about. There's so much to speak with you about. We definitely gotta have you back on, man. Will you go ahead and give out your social media or anything that you have for the family?
Awesome. Yeah. So because of everyone that's been supporting me, all the love. I'm on Instagram, and my Instagram handle is Coach Legendary. So that's CoachLegendary. And so one thing that I believe is like service to many leads to greatness. So one alone can dream, but two alone can make that dream come true. So a mentor, coach is what really got me to where I'm at. So you can't hit the target if you can't see the target. And so my upline, my mentors, just everyone that's been in my life, good or bad, helped me to get to where I'm at. But I'm also on Facebook. So it's Hanso, which is my first name, Hanso, Legend Dennis, Denis. And so those are the two main social media platform that I use that helped got me to where I'm at today.
Wow, wow. Wow, Coach Legend family. Before we let you go, however, we do want to play a quick game with you. We've been playing with our guests. Really fun, super simple. We call it a word of advice with a mentor. And Coach, the way that we play, I'm going to throw a few words at you, and then you're going to give us back a word of advice using that word. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
All right, man. If you're ready to play, I got the first word for you. It's focus.
Oh my God. You have to be focused. See, my acronym for focus, you got to focus on one simple thing until you hit it, right? So like you cannot have wavering faith. You got to be laser focused, tunnel vision, focus on something until you are successful. That's it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Love it. The next word is friends.
Oh man. And so friends, friends are amazing, but they can also be what's holding you back. Just like, friends and jobs, sometimes that can be a hindrance. That can be what handicap you. Sometimes you got to leave your best friend to go live your best life.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. And we're going to have to consult with you when we start creating the Builders Club TV shirts, man. The next word is family.
Oh my God. See, for me, family is everything. Like the only reason that I am successful is because of my family. There's a certain lifestyle that I wanted my family to have. So my family, like your house have to be in order. Everything I do is for family, to balance my family. I'm just amazed at the amount of time I get to wake up to my son and my daughter every single day, unless I'm traveling. So there is nothing better than that. And I get to spend time with my family and friends.
Wow. The next word is journey.
Whew, man, you know what? This has been an amazing journey because when I was younger, I always wanted to be a motivational speaker. I always wanted to speak to large crowds, but I have a stuttering problem. It was worse back then. And so a lot of people shut me down. Like it would bring tears to my eyes because I didn't know how I would overcome that. And so I was stuttering, and they told me that I had a speech impediment problem, that I would never make it to be someone to be training or coaching. And now I train and coach every single day and have trained hundreds of thousands of people. It was just insane.
Wow. I never would have been able to tell that you had any type of a speech impediment. The very last word that we have, and I know you're going to love this one. I know you know a lot about this word, residual.
Oh my God. See, residual is what keeps me excited for doing the work one time and still getting paid for it. See, residual income and passive income is definitely where it's at, because here's the thing. If you have a job, and then nothing against the job, because I had to leverage a job to get to where I'm at today. If you don't go in today, right, you don't eat. Like right now, everybody's talking about the virus, right? If you can't go to work, you can't eat. See, I work from home. And so that residual income for doing the work one time, we are getting paid, every single month. And so to me, residual, because we have residual bills, you got to have residual income to offset that.
Let me ask you about this, because you bring up something that I think is key in our industry, with the coronavirus, right? There's so many things out there that can break your focus. There's so many things out there that can draw your attention away from what your focus really is. Obviously you live life too. Obviously you've heard about things you hear about things every day that goes on in the world, but you still have been able to succeed in, no matter what, right? How did you have that? Because focus was one of the words. How did you have that kind of focus where you didn't allow things to distract you?
You got to understand, like, what is your mission? What exactly are you trying to accomplish? And so the way I can stay focused is because I have to humble myself. And so, and this is what I mean is because, see, I have family members that's still struggling in Haiti where I'm from. So my work is not done yet. I come from a large family. It took a community, it took a village to help get me to where I'm at. And so I have to go back and give people a hand up. And so I have to be focused. Nothing can derail me from that because I know what I'm trying to accomplish and nothing else. And I can't stop. Even when I hit a target or hit a goal, I have to have another goal. What drives you? Now you have to ask yourself, like, what would you do for free? See, when I was finding out my passion, someone asked, hey, Legend, what would you do for free? And I said, you know what? I would coach for free because that's how I knew I was passionate. That's what gives me fulfillment. And I see the lifestyle I have now with my friends and family. And I know that I can do more to help others get the same. I want people to be free from bondage, from whatever it is that is for them. Is just like service to many leads to greatness. And I aspire to get to that greatness level. And so when you're focused, so again, focus stands for follow one course until successful. And that's what.
Wow. Coach Legend, family. Man, thank you one more time for coming on to the show, brother.
Man, it's an honor to be here with you. I'm just, this is something that I had on my bucket list. And so now I can check it off. So I appreciate you. Amazing.
Well, man, there you have it, family. You're going to see this man again on the Builders Club TV show. He's family as far as we're concerned, but we'll see you next time. Coach Legend, family. Peace.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yo, raising the Tobagos, we growing like fresh tomatoes. Them boys on fire, tu fuego, we pass it round hot potato. Everything is nuevo, I'm with my sweetie like Quavo. Need my cheese, need that queso, need my bread, need that bankroll. Wake up, yes Lord, I'm thankful, another day on my schedule. Steady blocking the devil, I tell a hater, God bless you.
El mentor en cierta manera es el GPS que te va a llevar a la ubicación que tú estás buscando.
This person, the mentor, it's like a GPS. He or she is going to take you to the place you want to be.
Now, what is the vision for your business? Because it's put like this: once you define a vision, now you can define purpose. And once you define the vision and purpose, now you can define the disciplines or the role that you'll take, if you will.
You operate in integrity, and when you lead by example, and when you have the character, and when you give into other people's lives, there's some principles that have to come into place.
When I got started, man, everybody told me no, nobody wanted to do it. Everybody said, do the traditional course, stay in school, get good grades, get a business degree, graduate, go get a job. And I stayed in school, but I stayed in school to network and build my network, right? Because we all know your network turns out to be your net worth later on in life. So I stayed in school, but I was doing meetings, I was doing presentations, I was prospecting people.
I met my first mentors in network marketing, and they helped me understand that I don't need a job, I need an income. And there's a major difference there. And income can come from many different sources. It can come from a job. That's the traditional way that most people do it. But it can also come from other ways that can produce time freedom for you. And I saw the home business world as a way for me to be able to create income for me and my future family, and in a way that I could also maintain time freedom.
They will join you. You make sure that whatever it is that you're doing, you bought into, that you believe what you are saying, and that you become the biggest promoter for your business that you can be. And so with that being said, it doesn't matter. Everybody goes through that hurdle of family not joining them. Trust and believe the multi-million dollar earners have gone through family members not joining them.
And so I have to be focused. Nothing can derail me from that because I know what I'm trying to accomplish and nothing else. And I can't stop. Even when I hit a target or hit a goal, I have to have another goal. What drives you? Now you have to ask yourself, like, what would you do for free? I would coach for free because that's how I knew I was passionate. That's what gives me fulfillment. And I see the lifestyle I have now, and I know that I can do more to help others get the same. You know, I want people to be free from bondage.